Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings. Today we're gonna take a genuine Major League game-used baseball bat from Jim Brewski from the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we're gonna cut it into little pieces. So let's go do that. Now I have to give my normal disclaimer. I have nothing against Jim Brewski, I'm not sure how you really pronounce his name, for the Los Angeles Dodgers or Major League Baseball in general. But this is what I do. I take game-used bats, and this one has been cracked, so it's really not that desirable for putting on somebody's wall. But this is perfect for making bats. And this is always the first step I do, is I take them over to the chop saw, and we chop them up into a couple of pieces, and then we take them on the bandsaw and cut them into little pieces, and then we stabilize the wood. So let's do that. This is the fun part. Alright, we cut them into 3 pieces. The first piece is I kind of like to keep this like this because it's got the name, and whenever I take pictures of rings, show the bat that the ring came from. The handle, I can easily make like bottle opener out of this, and it's got the number on the bottom, so I like to keep this. And then this is the meat and potatoes of making rings right here. This is what I cut up. So we're going to take this to the bandsaw and cut them up in little slices to make rings with. Got my bandsaw opened up. I made this little sled to help me cut it. And then I put this guy on the little sled. And then I just, we start cutting. Alright, we got a bunch of these little poker chips of that baseball bat. Put them here in this little plastic tub. And then we're going to cover them with the stabilizing resin. Alright. And this is from a company here in Texas, Turntex, called Cactus Juice. It's not from cactus, it's a resin. They just call it that. Pour that on there. They're getting good. Now they're going to float up. We are going to weigh them down with some metal mesh and then some chain, just to get them weighed down and make sure he's good and covered with the cactus juice. All right. So we have lowered him into the this metal vacuum pot. Then we're going to put a glass lid on top of it. It's got a rubber seal on it. Always use a tempered glass lid, never a vacuum chamber that has a plastic or acrylic lid. Acrylic is no good. You have to have glass, and there is a reason for that. Had an acrylic lid that actually blew up on me, and it went off like a bomb. It was no fun. So we're gonna go ahead and acrylic lid is what you, glass lid is what you need. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the vacuum. Alright, it's been sitting under the vacuum for a couple hours, and nice good vacuum. So now we're going to release the vacuum. Release the vacuum! So what that does is it lets that pressure off, all that resin goes pushed into the pores of the wood and kind of infiltrates into the wood. So now we're going to let it sit probably overnight, and then we'll set that resin. Well, good morning. The baseball bat wood's been sitting under the resin all night, so now we're going to take the chains off. And the wood that's been holding it down. And what's kind of cool is it sinks. This wood is now heavier than the resin, or heavier. It basically is all the air is out of the wood, and resin's been infiltrated into it, and so now it's heavier than water. So that's pretty cool. So now we just lay them out. Now that we got them all laid out, we're going to put them into the oven for about an hour and a half at 200 degrees. And what that'll do is set that resin. And we always do this part of the process outside in an oven that's only used for this purpose. You never put any more food in this. Even if I get hungry out here in the shop, I don't use this oven. No way. This basically ruins it for putting any food in it. Now we got him at 200, and he'll sit for about an hour and a half. Just some of the other bats that I have. I've got San Francisco Giants, the White Sox, the Astros, the Orioles, Tigers, Brewers, Cardinals, Yankees, the Braves, Red Sox, and other Astros, and the Guardians. So I probably need to get some more shelf space for some more bats. Alright, let's get out the cookies. There we go. Now we're just going to bring them in and let them cool off a little bit. Alright, we got some really good pieces here to make some rings from. Most of the finish is kind of burned off around the outside, but that's okay. And I still have this piece. This is from Los Angeles Dodgers, for the any Dodgers fans. And I still have the handle, so I guess I could make a really nice bottle opener out of that. Maybe I can make some out of this piece too. Alright, thanks for watching. Cutting up a Major League Baseball bat's always a fun thing to do, because I know that I'll be making some rings out of it, and hopefully make some baseball fans happy. And here's what's left. Maybe I can make a little mini bat out of that. But if you would like a ring made from a Major League Baseball bat, from the deck of a battleship, from the stock of an M1 Garand, check out hillcountryrings.com. I really appreciate you watching. Leave a comment if you'd like to see me make some other kind of cool rings. And if you'd like and subscribe, that'd really help the channel. But in the meantime, I'd love to make a ring for you. Thanks, everybody.